Hello and welcome to Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your reader, the Gemstar, and this is the weekly tea. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. For your own personal private readings with the Gemstar, visit our website at kettlemessagestarot.my.canva.site in the description box below. Now, let's have a sip of the weekly tea together. Welcome back, my little crabs, to Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your oracle and reader, the Gemstar, here to spill the weekly tea for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We thank you so much, Cancers, for supporting our work on this channel, for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. Let's spill your weekly tea and let's see what the energies and messages are for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for this week ahead. What is Cancer working with this week ahead? Let's get that extra tea for Cancers. Cancer, you may be dealing with air signs this week, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, or you may be very much in your head this week. Let's see what is going on, why these energies and messages are coming through. You have gift, courtship, and mature man. We see that a mature man is going to be gifting you something this week ahead, especially if you're dating and going out with someone older than you. Don't be surprised if they bring a gift to you this week ahead. This week, my little crabs, you may be also making a decision or a choice between an air sign and an earth sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But either way, Cancers, this week, there is a positive offering, a gesture, an opportunity, or a blessing. Something or someone is giving to you this week, which is of emotional, material, or a symbolic significance. There is some interaction at this time. You're getting to know someone. You're at the early stages of a connection or a situation requiring a mature engagement. You may be wanting to take relationships to the next level this week, or you're going to be interacting with someone who, even though you're at the early stages of the connection, it will be developing into some mutual engagement, taking the relationship into a committed level in the future. So there's someone experienced and emotionally controlled, very mature, someone older that you are dealing with, or someone that comes off very mature and well put together, maybe even rational and established, that you are entertaining or going out this week. This person is preparing something meaningful to give to you, or maybe they're going to reach out to you with an invitation this week, a gesture of goodwill, or there's a step toward deepening a connection between you and another this week, Cancer, as there's a connection that's deepening. This isn't impulsive. This isn't being rushed at this time. There's a lot of thought going into a situation or a relationship. You may also be reopening communication with someone to stabilize a bond or to show appreciation. So there's this energy of building bridges this week or rebuilding bridges. You're using your rational mind, your logical mind, you're being patient and mature at this time, as there is someone who is quiet and reflective, preparing to make a gesture toward a connection. You could be someone who is in quiet, reflective contemplation and preparing yourselves to make a gesture towards someone. But you want to think things through and be cautious and grounded when you make your decisions, because someone here may be expressing themselves emotionally and taking action to speak. There's also an apology that can be extended, an invitation, or some practical offer coming your way that you can build on. Someone here wants to build something stable with you, Cancer, this week, and they're not running away. They're taking their time to build this connection. They're showing up emotionally, they're showing up investing in this relationship, in this connection with you. They're thinking before they act. So they're taking consideration and care of you and your feelings and the relationship or the situation this week. Somebody may be emotionally guarded, but they are sincere when they communicate with you, when they give you gestures of goodwill, when they extend an olive branch or an invitation, or someone is opening up themselves to you this week ahead. There's an opportunity to invest in something, nurture something, rebuild something this week, a blessing coming your way. And this is going to be a blessing bestowed on you emotionally, materialistically, or maybe even symbolically, something meaningful to you. Someone can be giving you a particular gift that is meaningful to you this week ahead, Cancer. Let's see what you are surrendering or releasing this week. What should you surrender or release this week as you open up to gifts, as you open yourself up to love, to dating, to taking relationships to the next level, for building stronger bonds and making commitments? What are you surrendering and releasing this time? Yes, releasing the ego when you're building relationships, situations, connections, partnerships. The ego has to be left behind. So cultivate gratitude this week. Perfect message as someone is extending an olive branch or a gift to you, or wanting to take a connection, a friendship, or relationship to the next level. Cultivate gratitude at this time, Cancer. Be of service to others and come from the heart. A big ego can work against you this week, but humility will further your goals. Accept what is being extended to you this week, at it is nurturing a relationship, a partnership, or a connection that's going to be very solid in the future. That has been your weekly tea. May you have a blessed one. Ciao, my little crabs. Welcome back, my deep, dark, mysterious ones of the zodiac. To Kettle Messages Tarot, I'm your oracle and reader, the Gemstar, here to spill the weekly tea for my Scorpios out there. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We want to thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing, supporting our work on this channel. We appreciate you, Scorpios. Let's see what the tea is this week ahead for my Scorpios. What are the energies for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Your children may be on your mind. Focusing on joy, happiness, harmony, feeling youthful, feeling vigorous this week. Okay, there may be a message coming through, Scorpios, this week that's going to bring you happiness and joy after being worried and concerned. So at the beginning of the week, we see that you're worried and concerned, maybe over your children or something that has to do with your children or the family, receiving or sending messages this week, getting in communication with the family or with the children because there's some worry and concern here. You may be concerned about your happiness and joy and what is going to give you and bring you that childlike freedom and energy, that joy, that happiness this week. Seven of Pentacles, the World, major arcana, closing cycles, karmic energy coming through with justice. Karmic justice, universal justice happening and occurring at this time for my Scorpio sun, moon, rising, and Venus. So, my scorpions out there, this week, it looks like it's going to be about timing, responsibility, and outcomes. Being at the right place at the right time, taking responsibility, dealing with certain outcomes that occur this week. For some Scorpios, there may be some worry, some unexpected news, something that triggers anxiety or attention is required. Maybe one of the children, something has happened to a child or a grandchild that puts you into action because of a concern and worry. But you may also be concerned and worried, Scorpios, about a new beginning, something small or something developing at this time, or someone can be acting immaturely as well, Scorpios, and that's causing concern. And there's a need to talk with this person. So, communication this week is going to be clarifying certain situations for you. There may be some paperwork that needs to be updated at this time. You may need some extra information this week, Scorpios, to make your decisions. You may be also getting a second opinion if this has anything to do with the health and welfare of your children. You may be getting a second opinion this week, Scorpios. This week, a situation that requires patience and careful evaluation is reaching a point of completion with this world and this justice coming into your weekly tea this week, Scorpios. So, a situation that requires patience, that has you worried and concerned about starting a new beginning, or maybe even about your children, about their well being and their welfare, is coming to a climax this week. A completion is occurring. There's some justice that is indicating a fair and balanced outcome aligning with the truth. Finding out the truth about a certain situation will help you and allow you close and complete a cycle or make an important decision. Maybe some legal matter needs your attention this week. Some issue with the children need your attention this week. Or there's something about starting something new that is worrying you, that is concerning you, but that will close out successfully as you have the world and justice, a fair, balanced outcome working out in your favor. So, though this week, Scorpios, there's some concerning messages and situations arriving, maybe involving something new or maybe even a child, there are messages that are going to follow the first message to clarify the situation. Someone can reach out to you, worry and concern you about a project you're working on, a business you're working on, or something that has to do with children, grandchildren, great grandchildren. But then someone calls you up and lets you know, hey, Scorpio, everything is okay. That's this energy where at the beginning of the week, something comes through, a message comes through, it's worrying and concerning you, but by the end of the week, you get another message following up the first message, letting you know that everything is okay, that everything is fine, and that things are going to work out victorious. There's some fairness some truth that is going to balance things out this week. But first, you have to go through a process of evaluating something. So there's resolution after worry and concern, Scorpios, a fair decision being made, a completion here of a long process, whether this had to deal with legal issues, with children, or any legal issue you were going through, or any worry and concern that you needed a second opinion on. All the information is coming through that you need in order to close a cycle or to restore something or to fix something or balance something out this week. There's a relationship that needs clarifying and fairness. If there's something confusing going on, there may be some legal or family matter that needs an outcome or a resolution this week, or some personal growth that is showing a closing of a chapter in your life, a cycle in your life, aligning with you at this time so that you can move forward. Let's get a final message for my Scorpios. What are you surrendering and releasing this week? That would be worry and concern, right? Worry and concern, Scorpios, has you on the edge, but you see things will turn out fine because justice is on your side. You're able to have a resolution, a completion, on something that has been a long time coming. This week, you are surrendering to creativity. Scorpios, let your imagination soar this week. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. Yes, allow yourself to receive all this information that is coming your way this week because it's going to help you solve a problem. And it's important not to allow stress, worry, and concern to trigger you at the beginning of the week and get you into a negative headspace, as things will be working out in your favor. Things will be working themselves out as you get the information necessary to solve a problem or to make a dream come true this week, Scorpios. That has been your weekly tea. May you have a blessed one. Ciao. Welcome back, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, to Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your Oracle and Reader, the Gemstar, here to spill the weekly tea for my little fishes. Let's see what is going on for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Pisces, I want to take a moment to thank you for supporting the channel, for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. Thank you for being part of our sacred space. We appreciate you, Pisces. Let's see what is going on for my little fishes. Okay, feeling trapped, feeling stuck, feeling imprisoned, feeling like you can't move. There's a gift coming through this week when it comes to relationships, partnerships, love connections. Some of you may be feeling trapped by a relationship while still feeling like it's a gift in a way. Or if you're feeling trapped and stuck in a relationship, this lover may sense that you're feeling that way and may extend communication, an olive branch, or even gift you something. Okay, starting with the energy of Judgment, Three of Swords. Okay, they could have been some cheating, some infidelity, or something that has driven a wedge between you and someone special. And you're thinking of how to move forward with this connection, if you're going to move forward with this connection. Let's get into this tea. Also, we can see that there is a particular message for someone out there that because someone is not financially stable, they can go ahead and break the law in order to gift you something and wind up in prison. So someone can want to gift you something, and because they can't afford it, they go ahead and steal it and wind up in jail or prison. That's a message coming through, not for all, but somebody in particular may resonate with that message. Let's get into your weekly tea. There's a connection here that has felt blocked or stagnant, and you may receive some unexpected gesture from this person that changes the dynamic of a situation. Someone here this week, Pisces, may want to reconcile, offering something meaningful or to break out of a stuck pattern. This week, there's going to be a moment of truth, an awakening. Somebody is going to take accountability for what they have done in the past, for the truths that have surfaced, that have come to the surface with this Three of Swords and judgment. Someone has to answer to you, Pisces, for what they've done. You may also be confronting something you've done, but someone here is taking accountability, speaking truth this week. Someone is having an awakening. Something from the past as well, Pisces, can resurface for closure or for a resolution. This energy in this reading, in this tea this week, we can see that there's pain, heartbreak, disappointment, or some difficult truth that has come to the light, has left some emotional wounds that need acknowledgement. And this is where people have to take accountability for hurting others and coming from a place of truth. This is going to be able to give you closure or to bring balance into your life. Also, someone after making a huge mistake, Pisces, is showing some generosity this week, giving and receiving here with this Six of Pentacles, the Six of Coins showing up. Someone here is wanting to make amends this week, trying to restore equilibrium where they once have caused pain, Pisces. So this is a painful situation this week, or something heartbreaking is being revisited so that you can heal it, so that there can be here, that there can be healing, and that there can be fairness and balance finally restored with judgment and Six of Pentacles coming through your tea this week. This is a time to make things right, to show generosity after a period of hurt. Someone may be trying to make amends, rebuild bridges, show generosity after they have caused pain and hurt. So this week, a relationship or emotional connection that has been stuck or blocked, Pisces, is finally opening up or being revisited so that you can have a truthful, honest conversation. There's a gesture or an offer or an opportunity that's going to shift this energy from the Three of Swords to the Six of Pentacles, a giving and receiving after some pain and hurt. So there's some honest reckoning happening this week for past pain caused that is going to allow you this week to put things into balance so you can see fairness, karmic justice being done this week. Someone is wanting to make amends. Someone is wanting to make an attempt at reconciliation this week, Pisces. Is it you? Is it them? Put it in the comments section. But there's a heartfelt conversation that is going to clear the air this week, and a decision that needs to be made by you, whether to stay or remove and release yourself from emotional stagnation or emotional pain. Let's see what you're leaving behind or what you're being advised to surrender and release this week, Pisces. Someone extending an olive branch, trying to make an attempt at reconciliation after causing some pain and heartbreak. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. Listen to your intuition, listen to your gut feelings when this person returns or when someone wants to make amends with you this week. Listen to your body's messages, Pisces, about a person or a situation this week. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, then be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. Someone definitely here wants to make amends, wants to have a conversation with you, is even coming with gift to you this week, Pisces. But you're being advised to be cautious, to listen to your intuition, to listen to the bodies that the messages your body is sending to you at the time of the situation and the conversation is being had. If it feels uncomfortable, then back off. And if you're feeling energized and happy, then it's a green light to move forward. That has been your weekly tea until we sip tea together again. May you have a blessed one. Ciao, little fishies. It's your Rita the Gem Star. Thank you so much for stopping by, sipping some weekly tea with us. Support your content creators. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. And to receive your own personal private reading, book it at our website, kettlemessagestarot.my.canva.site, in the description box below. May you have a blessed week ahead. Ciao.